Hey, good afternoon. My name is Lauren Willoughby, and I am a member of the St. Joseph's graduating class of 2018. And I feel way too young and a little bit unqualified, honestly, to be up here speaking to you today. In fact, when Mrs. McGrath asked me to do this, my first thought was, wait, does my plaid kilt still fit? And do I even know where my blazer is? And then I was like, wait, I don't have to wear my dress uniform to the open house anymore. So in those 5 years, since I walked out of the St. Joseph's doors for what I thought would be the last time, a lot's changed. I went on to study industrial engineering at Clemson University. I graduated and landed a job here in Greenville as a quality engineer at BMW, because I just really love wearing a uniform. In my free time, you can often find me playing pickup volleyball at Unity Park, maybe discussing theology of the body with my women's group, or just spending time with friends at events downtown Greenville. Something we hear a lot these days is that college is the best 4 years of your life, probably where I made all these friends that I do all these fun things with throughout the week, right? But all those things I just listed, like playing volleyball at Unity Park, I do that with the same girls I played on the volleyball team with here at St. Joseph's. And that women's group was started by a St. Joseph's graduate of the class of 2011, and is filled with many other St. Joseph's grads now too. And even my time with friends downtown Greenville is usually with St. Joe's graduates of all different years, people I didn't even know when I was here, at the different events put on by the thriving Catholic young adult groups in the area. So yes, college can be amazing, but when I look at my life today, the people I'm surrounded by, and what I'm most influenced by, it wasn't necessarily my time at Clemson. It was the 7 years I spent inside the walls of this school and the connections I made here that have formed me into the person I am today. 16 years ago, my parents were sitting in the same seats as you, considering if they should send their son, my older brother, to St. Joseph's for 6th grade. Actually, let me be a little more specific for you. My traditionally raised Southern Baptist parents were sitting in your seats, wondering if they should send their kids to a private Roman Catholic school. You can imagine the look on my grandparents' face, right? So even I remember when my brother was applying to come here and asking my parents what the word Catholic meant. 9-year-old me was quite surprised to find out that Baptist actually isn't the only religion that exists. Who knew? So when I was thinking about what to say today, I decided to ask my parents, what in the world made them choose to send their kids to a private Catholic school? Over the years, I had heard them give reasons like, well, we wanted you to be the most prepared for college as possible. And we wanted you to be at a school with good athletic programs. And those things are important, and they're true. I can say that much of the curriculum here at St. Joseph's was harder than some of the engineering classes I took at Clemson. And athletics here are also quite challenging. So challenging, in fact, that I didn't make the volleyball team the first time I tried out, or the second time I tried out, for that matter. But the years of training in the off-season were worth it, when in my senior year, I got to start in the state championship game and bring home the school's eighth straight volleyball state championship. But a rigorous academic curriculum and top-notch sports programs alone aren't worth the full stated price of tuition. It's clear that God had a plan all along, because he had already placed a couple of St. Joseph's families in our lives by the time I was in the 3rd grade. So I asked my parents again recently, I know that you heard about St. Joe's from these other families, but what actually made the St. Joe's price tag worth it for you? My father responded and said, because every single mother and father of a child at St. Joseph's cares, and you can't find that anywhere else. My parents fell in love with the culture of St. Joseph's. They know that any teacher I would go to or parent of a friend I would make was someone who didn't just care about the academic success of their son or daughter, but cared about them as a person, cared about our souls. Now, this doesn't mean that any teacher or student at St. Joseph's is perfect, including myself. In fact, Mom and Dad cover years. When I was here, I used to skip class sometimes Mr. Chapman's senior apologetics class. Sorry, Mr. Chapman. But you know what I was doing when I skipped class? I was in the school chaplain, Father Duncan's office, asking him questions about predestination and free will and reading Thomas Aquinas with other students. And that is why you send your child to St. Joseph's. Because no matter where your kid turns in the walls of this school, they will find themselves surrounded with people who care about their minds, their hearts, and their souls. That's something that becomes so clear to me when looking back on my time here at St. Joe's. The teachers and students were the people I was surrounded by on the bad days, like when I didn't make the volleyball team for the second year in a row, but also for the great moments I'll never forget. Like the day of my junior year when I told my household dean, Mrs. Fessler, that I had decided to convert to Catholicism, and we hugged and cried happy tears together. She then told me that she'd been praying about this for years, and before I even told her, she knew that it was coming. The support I received from the entire St. Joseph's community was truly beautiful, like the campus minister, Mr. Lewis, who invited me to Mass with his family every single Sunday, and then would let me come back to their house and spend time with their kids and their family while I discerned the faith for months on end. And his wife, Megan, who became my sponsor and stood at my side when I received the Eucharist from Father Duncan for the first time 6 years ago at Easter. While the religion classes here formed my intellect and presented me with the arguments for the faith, it was the people here who truly formed my heart and allowed me to see the truth and the beauty of the Catholic faith lived out every single day in this school. Since I was a little sixth grader here, I remember hearing what always sounded like a whisper in the back of my head. What if you became Catholic? Which over the years became stronger and stronger until I couldn't ignore it. I'd like to think that my parents heard that same whisper. What if you sent your kids to St. Joseph's? Praise God, they took that leap of faith and gave their yes so that I could later give mine. It's clear now that God had a plan that was much more beautiful than my parents could have ever imagined when they sat in your seats 16 years ago. So I ask you all today to have that same faith, that what God has in mind for you and your family at this school is much more than you can imagine. And if you hear that whisper, give your yes. Take that leap. I promise you won't regret it. Thank you.